requirement to come on the show. You have to be single, and she broke that requirement.
Going on the show.
Ooh, she got wait, she got the timestamp. See, I was gonna put that in the video for y'all so we could have proof. But if she gonna do it all for me, bro, hey, networking.
Micah,
Micah,
got it.
You got it,
girl.
You got it, twin. Hey, what's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy Kites here with my lovely wife. It's just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, pop the balloon. Okay, so we just did the Phillip and Brittany catch up, and Phillip mentioned that he had some conversation with Brenda, the chick in the red dress. I'll post a clip so you guys can get context. So there's a channel called Networking Bae. She is one of the contestants Networking Bae. She's one of the contestants that actually was on the Pop the Balloon show, and not only did she give her own perspective and experience of it, she actually took the next step and did a follow-up video with Brenda, the lady in the red dress, so she can tell her side of the story. So we might as well see how this goes and see what really went down. So what I'm gonna do for you guys right now, I'm gonna play the first little bit of her telling her experience on the Pop the Balloon show, and then we're gonna go into the interview that she had with Brenda. So we're gonna get 2 in 1, all right? So I'll make sure I put timestamps just in case you guys don't really care about who she is, but I feel like it's important to know who she is so you can get some type of context. You get what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So this is Networking Bae.
I'm back. That sounded horrible. Okay, but I am back. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is going to be a fun story time. I did something really exciting and really different for my birthday weekend, and I'm about to tell y'all all about it. But before I get into that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I would hate for you to miss a thing. Okay, let's get into it.
Now that she said that, hey, why don't y'all do that for us though? You feel me? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps us out. It really does. It helps us out a lot.
My birthday was last weekend, and
happy birthday.
I did a thing, and that thing was, hold on, my ponytail's supposed to be up here. Yeah, that thing was, I went on a YouTube reality show, I guess is what you would classify that as. Yes, I went on Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
Okay, I like that she showed this right.
Yes,
so
I went on.
Okay, so Brittany is the girl in the far left over here. This is the one that had matched up with Phillip, and we did the catch up for. That episode's on our channel. Now, the lady right next to her is the infamous lady in the red dress that Phillip pursued before he even tried to do anything with Brittany, even though he matched with Brittany. Okay, giving y'all the context.
On Pop the Balloon or Find Love for my birthday. So I heard about this show. Actually, I first saw this show in like January or February of this year. I thought the concept was really cool and fun, and I've been wanting to get into my production era being in front of the camera. I work on productions already as a creative director and a production assistant behind the camera, but building out my portfolio, I wanted to be on a few more shows, and so I'm starting with a few YouTube series.
Okay,
this
that's
one
smart.
in particular, and I'm also, it's kind of a twofold thing here, right? Like, I wouldn't mind finding love. That's definitely a priority of mine, as well as building out my production portfolio. So that is why I was like, let me just shoot my shot. This seems like the perfect opportunity. There was an email in the description box below the video. Sent them over email with a few pictures and a little blurb about me, and they got back to me really quick. And the casting and the production team that produced this show are so efficient. They're so professional.
They do good work.
It was a pleasure to work with them. They made me feel really comfortable. They made it very authentic in the sense of they're not really doing that show just for TV, just for entertainment. They're doing that show to really match people with people. And you could tell because I actually got rescheduled 3 times, one of which it was a miscommunication. The second time, he knew what I was asking for as far as like the type of guy I wanted, kids, no kids, the age, all that type of stuff. And he knew that they weren't gonna have candidates like that on the show. And so he let me know that and offered me a chance to reschedule because he didn't want me to fly out there and really just not have a chance of meeting anybody.
The fact that they actually do like post question interviews and they still be lying on the show, is insane.
And all this goes is to this brings it back to the point we make where it's not Arlette and her husband's fault that the show has the results it has, because even from her testimony, they are actually genuinely trying to help people find matches. It's the problem is these contestants, they come on this show looking for clout and some other rah crap.
Yeah.
And they ruin the authenticity of the show.
Even though Arlette and her husband created the show, the contestants make the show.
Yeah. And the fact that they're actually trying to put you in a dating pool with what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I really appreciate that. And the date that we ended up landing on was the weekend of my birthday. So I actually just made it a birthday trip to Arizona.
Okay.
Which I wanted to go somewhere kind of cool anyway, so I could like hike, and I like traveling and stuff for my birthday. So I just made a weekend of it. And my birthday fell on the Friday. We filmed on the Saturday. Girl, and the episode came out on what's today? The episode came out on a Tuesday. Literally, my birthday was Friday, we filmed on Saturday, and the episode aired on Tuesday. They hadn't posted an episode in like 3 weeks, so they were kind of behind, so that's why this one had such a quick turnaround time. But yeah, so we're gonna watch some of the episode, really just my parts, so I can give y'all a little bit of like what I was thinking.
Okay, so that's the context I wanted to give. Shout out to her. I'm gonna give her a like just because I don't want to negatively impact her channel. But we're gonna go over to the real focus of the video. So she ended up actually having a conversation with Brenda based off of what Phillip had said on the show. Phillip, this guy, the doc, whatever, he's a coach, right?
He's a track and field coach.
Right. So let's see what really happened.
Woo! Welcome back to my channel. We are continuing Vlogmer, but we have a little pop-up here, a little featuring my girl Brenda. We were featured on Papa Blue and Her Fine Love, episode 9. There was a little bit of something going on with one of the most recent catch-up episodes.
There was a debacle
with Phillip and Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a text to go ahead and watch that, and I went to watch it, and immediately
Brenda was back there cooking.
She's a chef.
There's some cilantro left on the counter right here. It looked like she got some scraps of food on the tray.
No, she got that acrylic cutting board.
Oh, the one that's in your table, like the one that's your actual counter.
No, like it's an acrylic cutting board. It's like it's see-through. It looks glass basically, and then you lay it on your counter.
Oh,
it looks like it's on her counter.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, we got sidetracked. We are so hey, man.
I actually recorded my reaction, so I'm sorry about the audio in that reaction video, guys, but thank you for watching and supporting. But I recorded my reaction, but immediately afterwards, I had to call my girl and get the tea, and then I was like, wait, don't tell me we gotta record it, because if I want the receipts and I want to know what really happened, I'm sure everybody that watched really
Arlette's gonna be pissed
and wants to hear what happened. So without further ado, we have the lady in multicolors.
Today I put on, all the colors, right?
Exactly, because she could do more than red, and we love that. How you doing?
But yes, it's Brenda, Lady in Red, on episode 9. Thank you for having me, Micah. And this is just gonna be one of those conversations where girls have to come together and just talk about dating and how life is, Well, here we are.
You saw the catch-up episode, right? With Brittany and Phillip. How did you feel?
What sense does that make?
Hey, man.
No, y'all go come together and be honest with each other. That's what y'all need to do.
Hey, man, I'm just here.
And what was your reaction like? Like, what?
I think, first of all, I just finished a meeting, right?
Okay.
I was like, let me get on my Instagram real quick. I don't know why. You know how we just on our phones. And then that was the first clip I saw, was Brittany and Phillip having their conversation, you know, the clip that came on Instagram.
Yeah.
Shout out to the team, Arlette and BM. Yeah, doing your thing. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I wonder how this conversation is going to go. And I didn't quite know where it was going. So I took time to just, you know, sit down.
So the clip you initially saw didn't have any mention of you in it?
No, it did. That clip.
Oh, it did. Oh, girl. We're gonna play the clip. We're gonna play the clip for y'all. I'm gonna play it right now.
He said, like,
hey, shout out to you. I ain't gotta do no work. I appreciate you, gangster. I appreciate you.
Another contestant on the show. I'm just gonna say it. The girl in the red dress was more of the type of woman he was looking for than me, and that he had immediate. He regretted popping her balloon after he did it. So.
Arlette.
Okay, Phillip.
You see now she can't.
So that's the first time you saw
you.
You're fresh out of a meeting. Did you watch right away or?
No, I was like, let me wait a little bit because I had a lunch as well with somebody else, and then I was like, okay, after this lunch, then I'll sit down and watch it. But I was so anxious on my way back home. I was like, I gotta play it, so I played it in the car. And, it was just audio, and I was like, all right, let's hear it. Let's hear what happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm sure.
Oh boy.
Am I part of the girls now? Now that I'm in this little am I part of the clique?
I don't know, because I'm not even a part of the clique. Yup. Sorry.
Hey man, hey, I'm just cracking a joke. As a man, I feel kind of awkward, but you know, based off of what this channel is, I'm like, you know what? Do it for the job, Kate. You do it for the job.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should just get right to it because I don't want to linger too long. I know people came to this video to hear your side of a few of the allegations, and basically how, not even allegations, but basically how you were experiencing
the allegations.
We heard that. I think people would love to hear kind of from your side of what happened. If you can, you know, shed light.
Did you have a man or no?
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I want to know.
That he did not choose Brittany, which was unfortunate because that was my first initial thought. Like they were.
Wait, what do you mean he didn't choose Brittany?
He didn't like perceive to move forward with her.
Okay, yeah, after the show.
Things like that. But from the beginning, yes, he did choose her. He had an interest in her. And for me, during that time, I was like, perfect. These two are like, you remember the outfit?
Yeah, we were super happy for them after the show. It was like, not the perfect match.
Not the matching and the food. So, you know, I was like, all right, cool. You know, it's all good. So in my defense, it was more so, okay, on to the next, you know?
Yeah.
But didn't think that he would slide into my DM.
Backslide.
How soon after?
Backslide.
Not you sliding out the
Backsliding. Ow.
All right, y'all, hold on. We gotta take a brief intermission so we can fix her.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we fixed her. We fixed her up, man. So she want to go back sliding through the floor, man.
To your DMs after he was done talking to Brittany?
Now that was the part that I needed clarification, right? So in the DM, he did mention that he talked to Brittany. He let her know that, you know, he made a mistake and he wanted to move forward with talking to me, right? But the way I took it at that initial response on that first DM, I was like, what? Come on. I thought those two were perfect together, you know? So I didn't think anything of. So I did respond and I did mention, like, have you talked to Brittany? Are you sure? You know, all those things. And not to say that, you know, I was ready to just jump the gun. I really needed to think about it.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, it was a situation where now we know that, yes, he moved forward with Brittany at
we're first choice, but second.
Yeah, it makes you look like a rebound.
Behind the scenes, hitting my DM, it's like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? You know, how are we going to move forward from this? So that's how it started, you know, the DM.
Okay.
And so you had to think about it a little second, and then
I thought about
it back. I had the because he mentioned the hour-long conversation. Was that the first conversation that y'all had, or did you talk before that?
So
and then have
time limit, right? Because I know he mentioned that he's more of a talker than a texter, right?
He did say that.
Yeah. So it did take me like after the text, I told him let's talk over the weekend. So it took like 4 or 5 days. And then the weekend approach on Sunday, I remember that. I had just left church. So I was on my way home. I was like, all right, cool. Let me give him a call. And I called him because I had mentioned to him that, hey, we can talk about it over the weekend. So, which I did go ahead and made my promise. If I mention something, I'll go ahead and do it.
Right.
So on the phone, I didn't know it was an hour, but I guess the conversation was good. It was pretty much getting to know who we were, where we from, what happened. We talked about past things. We talked about, dating, relationships, things like that.
A conversation Brittany should have been able to have with Phillip.
Yeah, that's
didn't have it.
That's the thing is in the back of my mind. I'm like, dang, you did all this, and you were able to have all this grace and liberty and time to speak and all that. And some people were trying to like justify, like, oh, well, he did say he was busy and he had meetings and he was traveling. But it goes back to my initial argument of why I don't agree with his actions. Because, like I said, it takes 30 seconds to send a text message. Mm-hmm. You gave this girl an hour conversation after you got threw Brittany out the picture. But you were able to dedicate all this time to
Brenda.
And it's just like, nah, man, I can't jack it.
Brenda's hour got more than Brittany's text messages.
Yeah, bro. Like, he put more effort in Brenda.
The first conversation.
We did. I had questions and he had questions. So I guess that's how communication works, right? Mm-hmm. So, in that conversation, I remember very well saying that I was dating. I was talking to somebody. Yes, I was. But relationship is two different things. You cannot date you can date and be in a relationship, but I was not in a relationship. Okay.
You took it as
all I needed to know.
You were dating one person, or you were just like playing like you were dating. You were
I was open to dating, because sometimes in this new era of things, want to see you want to see who you're aligned with. You want to see who is your match, right? Now, I'm not going to say I'm out here just in these streets, but I am in the space of dating, and whoever is ready to court me a certain way, then, I'm ready for that,
Okay, so she cleared that up, because he did make the claim that a reason why it wasn't going to work between him and Brenda was he made the claim that she came onto the show presenting that she was single, and he said he found out in the show she was not single. But now she's saying, technically I'm dating, but I'm not in a relationship.
But see, that's dangerous, because the fact that you couldn't be able to distinguish the two, dating and being in a relationship, like she said, is two different things. And I agree with that, because when you're dating, you're open to dating multiple people until you find your suitor, and then you pursue a full-on relationship with that person. You can still date that person while being in a relationship, but you're exclusively dating them, versus she was open to dating other people, not just one person.
Okay.
So,
dang, he took that so left field. He took that definitely as you had a man, because that's how he said it on the catch up. He was like, the requirement to come on the show, you have to be single, and she broke that requirement.
Going on the show.
Ooh, she got wait, she got the timestamp. See, I was gonna put that in the video for y'all so we could have proof. But if she gonna do it all for me, bro, hey, Networking Bae.
Micah, you got it.
You got it, girl. You got it, twin. You good.
That requirement.
Going on the show, there's certain requirements. Mm-hmm. One, you're supposed to be single. And for one, she's not. And then for two,
for all the naysayers.
Dang, so you capped on her name? Phillip, you're a super fraud.
Hit the button. Hit it. No, sir. No, sir.
You're a super fraud.
Messing up people's reputation.
So now, not only did you completely dog your own match, but by not even giving her the time of day, you just capped on somebody else. You said if my ship gotta go down, I'm bringing somebody else with me.
You gotta pay for her Tinder subscriptions for the whole year.
Not her Tinder subscriptions.
What?
Tinder subscription?
They ain't got subscriptions on Tinder?
I don't know. I married you as soon as I got out of I didn't even get a chance to enter the dating field. I got scooped up. I was like a fish in a little pond. I got snatched off that mug in a paper bag.
You fish at the fair.
Yeah, I
did the ring toss for you.
Snatched me up out that water. I've never been back. But, nah, bro, he really capped up on her, bro. Like that's what I can't stand. It's like, bro, if you get caught up in your nonsense,
take accountability.
Take your accountability for it, but don't while you falling down into the pit, don't grab somebody else's ankle. Oh, selfish.
Oh, selfish.
Your girl is single, and I'm out here, dating. So for me, when I heard that, it was more so of a shocker. Like, why would you go ahead and say it like that?
Right.
I mean, we had other discussions in the conversation that were more deeper, but at the center of it all, now he's trying to make me look like the bad girl. Okay. And
yeah, because we definitely put you on fraud watch. You was in there.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know. We ain't heard his side to defend himself from it's like a court case. I gotta keep hearing both sides. We are willing.
He had his chance.
We are willing to put you on house arrest because
not house arrest.
Yeah, you're on house arrest. We can't clear you yet.
This is not Tippendale.
You're on parole. You're on parole right now. You're not a fraud. You're on parole.
I'm not the bad guy here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
now we cleared that up. So you, like most of us probably that go on that show, are dating right now.
She got stuff floating in the drink.
It's a mimosa.
Oh.
It's all right, dear.
Absolutely.
Okay.
From the conversation we had, let's say.
Stop laughing at me. I don't know how alcohol works.
He don't drink, y'all. I
don't know how alcohol works. I just know that when you have drinks, there's not supposed to be stuff floating in it.
That's a blueberry. She made a mimosa.
Oh, it's like, all right, bro. You know what?
See, fun fact, he don't like stuff floating in his drink.
You know what, guys? This has been a W video. Like, subscribe, comment.
He said she got stuff floating in the drink. I think she would know that. It's a blueberry. What you thought it was? All right, y'all. We get back into it. I'm done laughing at you.
It was a Sunday, right? Monday, he did.
Don't you power down?
Me. And you know what? Right.
Whoa.
I do not like when people pop their tongue like that. Oh.
What the?
Don't do that.
CVS, because she got the receipt.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second.
It's a bar.
There are 3 sides to every story.
3 sides
over there and the truth.
Absolutely. And just to say this, I'm not here to talk about everything that happened over text.
No, you might as well.
So some of the things that I felt like he kind of overstepped.
Don't cherry pick evidence. Show us everything. Matter of fact, what's your social? I need that.
Man.
Social security, I need that.
And things like that.
All that.
He did say he likes a woman that knows what they want. And he told me to stop overthinking and let me know when we can go for pool or drinks and have a nap.
Wait a minute. Wait. Phillip. Look at me, brother. Look at me. You told her to stop overthinking, but your whole excuse for why you and Brittany didn't work was because you were overthinking.
You're projecting. He was projecting.
You got 24 hours to respond, Phillip. You got 24 hours to clear your name.
It's so stupid.
Otherwise, you're a fraud, and your whole organization you work for is a fraud because they support you frauding. All right, you got 24 hours.
Why are
Phillip.
you going so far? You play too much.
Because I hate
So you guys
frauds.
never made it in
Dislike
person.
frauds.
No.
Like,
I dislike
y'all
frauds.
never made it in person. So you think the only thing that, because on the show he low-key was on some, I made the right choice. After I talked to her, I realized I actually did make the right choice. So it was like, do you think that was solely based off the fact that he thought you were in a relationship?
Not even a relationship. It's because I didn't give him that chance to, you know, whether take me out or meet up. Or, so I'm sure his ego got hurt. Of course.
That does happen to people a lot.
Yeah, because why would you go to the extent of now clarifying that you made the right decision, but you really didn't make the right decision? You should have stuck with your decision and get to know Brittany.
Yes.
Right? That was my thinking process. I was like, you should have took time to get to know Brittany, because you already jumped thinking the grass is green on the other side. Baby, it's never like that. Not all the time.
Yeah.
Not all.
You know what? I'm tired of this he say, she say. Brenda, Phillip, my Discord open. Let's just battle rap it out. Let's just battle rap it out, because at this point it's he say, she say. Phillip, you ain't that busy. It's off season. You ain't that busy. But you didn't even get an opportunity. It's the off season, bro. Stop playing with me. You ain't in season right now. You ain't doing nothing important. But it's the now I want them to, because like I feel like we're only gonna get the parts that she's gonna give us, and then we only got the part that he's gonna give us. But I feel like there's some underlying.
I feel like Arlette can bring them both back, but knowing Phillip and the excuses that he made, he's gonna make an excuse as to why he couldn't come back and do the catch up with Brenda, even though they shouldn't have a catch up together, period.
Right.
Because you shouldn't have, like she said, you should have got to know Brittany, because that's the decision you made. You gotta fully commit to your decision.
Right.
And then go on. But you know.
That's true.
Now, I will say you also felt, you know, your intuition. Intuition. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if he's playing games. I don't know if he really had told Brittany about the situation. You know, so I was kind of like in limbo. But again, I didn't want to judge him so much. I just told myself, let me get to hear what he had to say.
Yeah.
That text message, now the last text message I'm saying, you know, I didn't respond in a timely manner.
You said you did or didn't?
Did not.
Oh, you didn't respond to his last text in a timely manner?
In a timely manner. So he ended up texting me again.
Mm-hmm.
And from the clip, the video we saw, he's not a texter.
Ooh, girl, I'm screaming.
I was like, what's up with this next paragraph? You know, like, so he went.
You lied about being a texter. This goes back to what I was saying.
But
which one?
Both of them. Oh no! You see,
hey man, the fraud police. We have put down thousands of frauds, and we will continue to do everything we can to protect you people from frauds.
So bad, my boots. I need new boots. My toes are sticking out of them.
Hey, if you got a fraud in your vicinity, let us know. We'll take care of it. But Phillip, so now, Phillip, you really making me mad now, because you lied on her name. You lied about what you do. You lied to Brittany, and then you lied to you lied on Arlette platform, right? Nah, you're turning out to you making Dr. Elam look like a
saint.
A saint right now. And shout out to him. His channel. I hope his channel doing good, man.
Details, you know, wanting to know, you know, why we can't meet up and things like that. Oh wow. So I told him, after thinking about everything, I don't think you are the man I'm looking for. And he did mention that that you have copious potential, but you're gonna lose Mr. Right chasing Mr. Perfect. So that threw me off. So I was like, are you Mr. Perfect? Because from the scene, you don't look perfect at all.
Oh.
And
I think not to hold you, Brenda. I think you interpreted that wrong. He said you're gonna lose Mr. Right pursuing Mr. Perfect, meaning that
He's Mr.
he's
Right.
not calling himself Mr. Perfect. He's calling himself the right guy. And he's saying you're basically chasing after something impossible. But go off, Queen. Go do your thing.
I feel like the language barrier is kind of like.
Yeah. Do your thing though. You right, sis. Go ahead.
you don't
so
look Mr.
dumb.
Right to me, because my intuition was saying otherwise. You know?
Never mind. She corrected it.
So
I'm gonna shut up.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna shut up. Let me stay out of grown folk talk.
I will say his vocabulary is wild. He
Read
said
the room.
something on the catch-up episode. What did he say? I rumulated about it for a little bit.
Rumbulated.
I have to look it up. I was like,
What?
hey. So copious. That sounds like he wrote that for show.
He wrote that for sure. I mean, it was a compliment.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. But I just didn't like how you're giving a compliment and then throwing a stone back at me, talking about, oh, you're chasing Mr. Perfect, Mr. Right. Anyway, to move on. So I told him, after thinking about everything, I don't think you are the man I'm looking for, and I'm not chasing Mr. Right. I respect the fact you try to reach out, but I'm no longer interested.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could have gave him more details, but I think the situation with how things went kind of left a sour patch. And I felt like, based on just him making that decision, I didn't want to, it might sound silly, but I felt like I was the second best.
I did not say it.
Yep. Because it makes you look like a rebound.
First choice, second best.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
So I took it that way. Now, I thought maybe he would take that in consideration and just kind of like cool it off. But like I said, he kept on texting. For somebody who doesn't text as much, I was like, okay. Now,
Do you think that's a bad thing?
I don't
What?
To be somebody's second best? Taking in consideration that people do make mistakes. Or
I put it in the mindset of even the best athletes sometimes come second. So it's like being somebody's second best doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It means that the things, the standards and criteria that they use to pick who was first place could have been the wrong criteria to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I like this. This is my favorite color. This is my favorite thing. Oh my gosh, I love this. That thing over there is cool, but I really love this. But then you have too much of it. You're like, wait a minute.
What's best for me?
Wait a minute. This is actually terrible.
Yeah.
But then you look back over and you're like, at that other thing, you're like, let me go try this one out. And you try it and you're like, why would I ever go back to that one to begin with? So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. But the thing is, like, I don't like the concept of being somebody's rebound. I feel like when keeping people on standby as a rebound, I feel like that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But if you choose a person and then you find out that, wait a minute, that other person was like literally what I was looking for, I blindly chose this one, I don't think it's an offense towards the other person, but it just it goes back on you, as you need to properly assess what you really want, so you don't ever make this second best mistake again.
So do you agree that Phillip kind of did that, but like he did it in the wrong way?
I can't justify nothing for Phillip, because off of what we just learned, Phillip is also a habitual liar.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can't take anything a liar says or feels at face value.
Yeah.
I don't like when guys text me paragraphs.
You're more over the phone than a texter.
Yeah, I'm over the phone to text. So my text messages were very short. You know. Now,
before people try to come at me and say, how dare you call him a liar, he just lied about her having a relationship on camera. He lied about that he hates texting, but then he's blowing up her phone with text messages. He lied about not being able to make time because of how busy his job is, but then he was able to dedicate time to her, but not Brittany. That's 3 lies, 3 strikes.
Based off of his patterns, he's coming off to be a habitual liar.
Habitual liar. Now, what he is and what he ain't, that's up to God. It's not up to me, but I'm just going to put that label above his head because that's what I'm noticing.
What threw me off through it all was he said this. Where do I even begin? It was so long. Let me see. I knew this would happen when you didn't want to agree to talk in person after we went an hour on the phone. So this is his assumption, right?
Oh, so he didn't just call it off right after the phone call. You guys were still texting after the hour-long phone call.
No, not after the fact, but this is, like I said, we talked on Sunday, and then Monday, right, the next day, he texted me late at night. Now, I respond on a timely manner, and then eventually I did, like 2 days later. Okay,
Brenda, 2 days.
Okay. Now, the reason why, I mean, not to put my business out there, but I was not feeling well at all. Okay. I had to go.
Your fingers do not have to be feeling well to type.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's not obligated to give nobody the time of day.
She's not, but I'm just saying, don't use that I'm not feeling well excuse, because your fingers, no matter how sick I get, my fingers are not affected by it. Yeah, because
yes,
I bet
and no, because we got that we wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, but I was still able to look at a phone, type on the internet, and do all that other stuff. Yeah,
like 4 days later.
I was watching YouTube the whole time we was sick.
Bro, I was
me and you, we different animals.
There was things happening in my personal life, but I knew I was gonna reach out to him. That's why I was like, after thinking about everything, blah 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 blah. This is where I'm at, you know. And I don't like forcing things if I don't feel like I am also feeling the platonic vibes, you know. So I wasn't vibes. Anyway, when I said that, that's whenever he texted. It said, I work 60 plus hours a week between coaching and launching my new business. Now, I get it. I also would feel some type of way if somebody wasn't going to text me at a certain amount of days or hours.
I have that same energy. Think about how Brittany felt, Phillip.
Who he was, what he does, you know, and kind of like throwing shade on me. So I was like, instead of being a gentleman and just kind of like wanting to know why I didn't want to move forward with him, it could have been a conversation on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could have called too, but I already felt some type of way because you were pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I get it. Applying pressure, it's nice. It's nice when men apply pressure. But there's a way that you apply the pressure, for me, I'm not going to speak for all women, where there is some type of, you know, you got to be a little bit, just be a gentleman about it, you know?
Yeah. I think there's definitely a fine line.
Yeah.
And doing too much, for sure.
Yeah. So to me, it was too much, you know?
Hey, man, you better stop.
So,
it's not my conversation.
It ain't my conversation either.
I can't really.
I'm listening. I'm agreeing to some degree.
Because, I don't know, I feel like women give a lot of mixed signals about how it is to properly approach it. Y'all make it very hard for men to figure it out. Some of y'all want dudes to come on like a jerk. Some of y'all want dudes to come on like a softie. Some of y'all make fun of dudes for coming on like a softie. Some of y'all make fun of dudes for coming on like jerks. Some of y'all come on to dudes for being nonchalant. Some of y'all make fun of dudes for being nonchalant. It's just like, at this point, it's...
So take a look.
Reading a book. Reading Rainbow.
So, you know, I'm sure all that kind of brought up that whole discussion with him and Brittany on the show, saying that I was in a relationship, because we did talk about dating and relationships in the past, and I think he took the whole dating thing as I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, definitely did. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah. So to clear the air once more, the lady in red is not in a relationship. Again, the lady in red is not no relationship, okay? I am dating, and it is summer. I mean, if me and that person vibe and we get along and things like that, then yeah. Once I know there's that chemistry, then I'm off the market. I'll focus more on you. But I'm not I won't say that I am a woman that is out there just going on dates back to back. No, nah.
Yeah, for sure.
So
air is considered clear. I think it's, it's just a part of life, how people perceive things and communicate it to others. So he was just sharing his story, but I'm glad you got to share yours. Aside from that, I mean, I feel like life after Pop the Balloon has been very interesting, but what are some other things you're working on outside of dating?
Well, first and foremost, I think being on
there's a fly in your hair.
Or,
Stop.
such a big broadcast, it brought an
He's attacking.
Of,
Stop.
oh my gosh, people are gonna always remember your face, right? And how you
so bad, bro.
So for me, the comments that I saw, thank you for those who gave good comments and of course the bad comments, because there's that perception.
Look at the
that
camera.
You know the person, but you really don't.
But you really don't. Yeah.
So comments don't really bother me as much. I think if I was somebody who had low self-esteem, then I would feel some type of way, blah, blah, blah. And also having this conversation, it was more so of an adult way of, clearing the air. Understanding that men and women do think different when it comes to dating, relationships,
everything,
to somebody, things like that. So life after that, I mean, it's been great. I am a chef out here in Phoenix, so I'm a private chef, and things are popping, and I'm excited.
Basically, I got all the information I needed out of this video, but I'm not gonna end this video early because you guys did point out that when we ended the Pop the Balloon early, something else happened.
That video was terrible though.
Yeah, I just couldn't get through it. But if y'all want to click off this video at this point because you got the information you needed, go ahead. But if you guys are gonna, if you want to give us the watch time, go ahead and give us the watch time. It does help us too. But I'm just gonna be fair, and just in case she needs to say something, because this is her video, I'm gonna give her the respect of her video. But yeah.
Looking forward to the summer and moving forward. So it's not just that, but I also got to understand where I'm at in my dating life too. I'm somebody who wants to settle down. I need me a man.
Okay,
so let's do things together.
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't want to make things uncomfortable if there's no chemistry.
Yeah. Okay.
But the connection and chemistry have to match. Our backgrounds don't have to be exactly the same, but we have to kind of be in the middle somewhere as a sweet spot. So yeah. So right now I'm just focused on me, focused on growing my business.
So I gotta listen to it. But you suddenly just don't gotta listen to it.
So much about
I don't like that
myself.
That female badge
as well.
that women do.
So far life is
I don't like
good.
all that.
We're taking it one step at a time.
It's crazy.
I love to hear it. I can't wait to try some of your food.
If I gotta go through this, you gotta go through this.
I gotta go YouTube side
put the
here
subtitles
very soon
on.
with the
I ain't put no subtitles
so we will
on.
link her information to her other social pages in the description of this video. I am working on YouTube, as you already know, and I appreciate all of the love and support and even the critics that have made their way to my channel since that show aired. It's been so crazy.
What?
Overall,
you
really
got to
supportive.
say?
You're gonna have trolls wherever you go, but as long as they're outnumbered by support and people that are showing love, it's always a good thing. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You know what to do. Summer is almost here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Y'all need to link up with my girl Brenda, get you some food.
Follow me on Instagram, Benya's Kitchen. So
all right.
Shameless plug.
All right, y'all. All right, so we wrapped it up. Phillip, you got 24 hours to respond, brother. You got 24 hours. You are on fraud watch level F. You are deep in there, bro. You're deep in there. You better hit the most phenomenal step back, hizzy drive step, Euro step to the dunk or something, bro.
How he under Dr. Elam's jail cell,
bro? Because Dr. Elam. Now that I know it was a character and that wasn't really him, that was a character.
He is cell block B.
Yeah, he moved up. He still did frauding stuff in my eyes, but when you know that he's putting on a show, it's a big difference versus you. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you to come out here lying like that.
Yeah.
So that's on him. But hey, let us know how y'all feel. Yeah, peace.